Hello everyone, welcome. I'm your host, The Reaper, and this is The Reaper Podcast. Hope you guys are having a awesome and phenomenal Memorial Day. Now, for some of you, it may be, confusing because we have Memorial Day and we have Veterans Day, and you're like, oh, this is the same holiday? No, there's a difference. Veterans Day is to honor veterans that have fought. And what a veteran is a person that fought in a war and, came back. Memorial Day is to honor people that have died for our freedom and not necessarily the new war. Of course, all wars, but necessarily World War I, World War II, who fought for our freedom and independence in this world. So, it's really for all wars, for people that have actually died during combat. And that's the difference between Memorial Day and Veterans Day. And it gets to me when people honor veterans on Memorial Day, and it's like, no, that's not what this day is about. This day is about the dead, not the living. Veterans is about living vets that fought in a war. Memorial Day is about people that died during a war, honoring them. So it kind of gets me when somebody shakes a vet's hand and goes, thank you for your service on Memorial Day. And it's like, I could see the confusing look on their face and like, why are you doing this, So I want to take a moment to honor all the veterans with not the veterans, sorry. I want to take a moment to honor all the people that have died. The Revolutionary War, the Civil War, the, World War I, II, Iraq War, and all that. I'm honoring those people that have died in combat, in wars, doing what they love and stuff like that. I am honoring those people. I'm going to give a moment of silence. That was the moment of silence. Crap, my mouse slid. Kind of in a predicament, since I'm on a laptop doing this, since I don't have my studio finish, that I can't, put, go in my studio and stuff like that, the room is being occupied, so I'm actually in the car of my laptop doing this. So whenever it comes to time of in the studio, I won't have to move around or worry about different stuff. I might be doing the podcast differently. Today's podcast, wow, that's real high. Probably because I'm in a closed space. I'm going to turn myself down. Okay, today we're going to go over different things. Today will come out at 5 o'clock. Would be a little teaser I got for you guys on my theory video. It's going to be pretty extensive, but, it's my theory videos are to get people thinking. I throw it out there, the ideas, just throwing it out there, and if people catch on to it or whatever, and that would be great. So, a lot of people have been wanting me to... I'm going to try to release a theory video before E3, okay? I'm so hyped for E3. E3, man, that's... I've always looked forward to E3. Usually, this will probably be my second time in a row No, the E3 is during the day, I think. But I'll probably catch it like towards the end, which is what I usually do. Or sometimes I usually have it in the evening. Or it's been going on all day, but like the press conferences and stuff like that is what I really catch. Like Sony's press conference. I'm not worried about Xbox because really, they're right now they're kind of being repetitive and copying off Sony. They've done that for years, and all you Xbox people are going to be pissed at me for saying it. But really, Sony and Xbox, they go back and forth on stuff. Sony will copy a little bit of what Xbox is doing. Xbox will copy everything what Sony is doing. For example, they're doing some. Since Sony's doing the VR move, they're doing the virtual reality. All of a sudden, Xbox is doing the same thing. Xbox is going to be announcing VR. It's like, yeah, well, go figure on that one. Same as the whole, which the sensor bar is coming from the idea of the camera that the PlayStation used in PS2 and 3. Xbox 360 came out with it, and now they're doing the Xbox One, and then Sony kind of made it look like a light bar type deal, which that's fine, I guess. But I don't know. To me, it's more of they copy each other a little bit, but Xbox does it more. The design and everything of Xbox, the whole Sony makes a move, Xbox has to do the same thing. They can't be too different, which it's coming close to where the consoles era is going to end with just one fucking console, because basically that's what it is now. The only separation between the consoles is Nintendo doing their own thing, which is cool. They came out with the Wii, and then Sony's like, well, we'll just do kind of like the same thing. And then same goes for Xbox, with the sensor bar and stuff. So, the Wii was like, okay, that sucks. And the only thing they had going for them was like Smash and Zelda and stuff like that, and Wii Fitness. But now the Wii, I want a Wii U. The pad is pretty badass, but I want the Wii U for several different things. I've got the Wii, which I got that for free. The reason why I got that for free is because one of my dad's buddies in war bought one for his niece, but she already had one, so you don't know what to do with it. And he looked at him and he goes, "Hey, your kid's a gamer. Here, give it to him." So, and right now it's kind of like collecting dust because I haven't bought a sensor bar. Because I have a rabbit. I don't know if you guys know, dude, he acts like a dog. He's like he is my baby. He is he loves on me and everything else. Well, when we first got him, he was a rambunctious asshole. And we tried everything to keep him from getting in this because he likes little cubby holes. So he got in there and behind and chewed on the fucking... I'm glad he didn't chew on the power and all that, because he would either be fried or, that thing would be destroyed. The sensor bar, he chewed that in half. So I gotta buy a new one. I gotta buy generic. I wish I could keep the original, but they got the generic ones that are like bigger and I guess better, So, I do like the battery packs of the PlayStation because you could charge the controllers, built-in battery packs, stuff like that. The other people still use batteries, which sucks, but go figure on that one. Which they developed, charging and all that, but you gotta buy it. It sucks. So I don't know if you guys knew. Somebody asked me what platforms that I play on. And I told him, all the platforms. I did buy an Xbox One from my friend Ron, who was on here last week, Mr. on the Border. Go check him out on Twitter and YouTube. Just don't. If you get offended, please don't come after me. He likes when people get offended, and he breathes on that. So give him the hate and the love or whatever that you can give him. But I recently bought him off because he was moving at the time and moving away from where me and him lived. Which this town, it does suck, and there's a lot more that could be done for this town. It's just nobody's doing it, So really, I want to be in a visionary and grow my YouTube and give back to the gaming community what they've done and give back to everybody. But I want to give back to the media in my town. I want to make the town better. I'm all for. There used to be arcade games, and of course, brats or fucking people that are retarded or they don't have nice things, so they don't want other people to have nice things, or or they can't afford to play arcade games, so they smash them. And that's my visionary. It'd be kind of cool to have a 2-story building. The bottom building would be all arcade. You fucking walk into the building and it's arcade machines galore. There's a stage in the background for a match for console games, stuff like that. And up top would be my YouTube, or where my studio or where I live, and then my studio or something like that. But I think it'd be kind of cool, kind of like a Flynn's arcade, from Tron, or Tron Legacy. I saw that and I was like, that is badass. Or when you see the end of Tron or Flynn's arcade or whatever, when you see that, I'm like, oh, that is so badass. He has a pad where he can oversee all the arcade. It's like a house inside a house, or a house inside of arcade. It looked badass, and that's my visionary for what I want to do, dude. I want to do YouTubes. I want to have an arcade, do benefits, do all kinds of crazy stuff. So that's my visionary what I'm trying to do. I got way off track. Sorry, guys. I might try to see if Nico is going to be online, because I do want to talk a little bit about. He is online, but I don't know if he's going to respond. So I'll message him in a bit. But we're going to talk about anime, and he represents the new. He's probably seen the old anime, but he represents the new line of anime. Because usually the anime he talks about, I'm like, I've never seen. I'm out of the loop and stuff like that. And I'm going to represent the 90s, the old anime that's so rich and awesome. We might talk about a little bit about video games and stuff like that. I do want to address on something with YouTube. A lot of people, you don't know him, or you do know him, or you hate him, or whatever the cause. The Felix, well, I'll just go by everybody's name. PewDiePie. Okay. He was supposed to get, or they announced it, I guess, 2 years ago, that they were going to do a diamond play button, which I can't wait to get my silver, and unbox it for you guys and show you guys and be like, oh, it's oh my god. And that would be all thanks to you guys for subscribing and stuff like that. I would be so happy. I'd be like, yeah, it'd be so awesome. A lot of people, I've been seeing the video, and a lot of people have been like, I guess, retweeting the hashtag and stuff. But I guess he was supposed to get a diamond plate for like, what was it, 10 million subscribers? And he didn't. So that's like, wow, you know, he's way over, and he's overdue for that. And I don't think they've sent him anything or whatever. He's got the silver and the gold, but he don't have the other one, which is, it sucks. I mean, come on, YouTube, you know, guys, hashtag it, hashtag give PewDiePie his diamond plate button, or whatever the hashtag is trending right now. So I'm gonna hashtag it and retweet it and stuff like that, because I think he deserves it, you know. So my mouse keeps sliding. So let's go ahead, and while I'm messaging Nico, I want to talk about E3, my predictions, and everything else. E3, okay, you type in E3. I do think Hideo Kojima will be there. And also, I did tweeted Joaquin Morgan. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Which everybody knows about the Phantom Pain or whatever. Like, oh, that guy's fake now, you know, blah, blah, blah. But he still has his Twitter account up. And I did ask him, are you going to attend E3? Why has he got to... Really? Why has he got to... So, actually, hang on one quick. I want to welcome Nico to the podcast.
What is going on, everyone?
So, I was just talking and reminiscing about E3.
Oh, dude, you went to E3?
No.
Or did you watch it?
Watched it.
Yeah, fair enough.
I tried to win tickets for it, but I didn't win.
Oh, well.
So that kind of sucked. But just sharing my predictions of what's going to happen and stuff like that.
That's cool. Can I give a quick little thing on a video that I'm making here pretty soon? I'm actually doing research for a video. Okay, so I'll be quick with this, and then get back to E3 and all that. But me and Adam from Gaming from Cancer UK, I'll give a shout out to them. We were hanging out once, and pretty much we ended up finding a bunch of those, like, you know, those toy channels.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, those ones where it's like you hear some, like, really, it's almost like a front for, like, what is it? Money laundering. That's pretty much how I see it.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
they'll get like 20 million views and only like a few comments. But anyways, so we did more and more until finally we found a Facebook page for Disney car toys, which is like like one of those things, one of those YouTube channels or whatever. But it's actually advertising for some really sketchy Barbie music thing, and then it just kept getting creepier and creepier until finally, you know, I thought it was legit. Until finally, I found their official page, and they've posted just recently. So, yeah, this is a fake page. That's pretty damn sketchy. So I'm gonna be doing a video on this. I'm gonna see if I can get in contact with people from the actual page and be like, "Yo, do you have any information on this, or what's up with that?" Because this is getting pretty damn weird. Like, it's actually advertising this like really slutty music for kids, which is pretty fucked up.
Huh. Man, I gotta go check that out. That is pretty fucked up.
Yeah, let me send you this. It's so bizarre, man. And then this is tied in with so many other things. Like it gets weirder.
Huh. But
Like it's like a freaking like Twilight Zone episode, man. It just kept getting deeper and deeper.
but what if they don't respond?
Oh, well, then they don't. But I'm gonna try anyways. I'm gonna try to get them on. They're on Twitter as well. I'm gonna try to get them on Twitter, Facebook. I'm even gonna email them. I'm gonna try everywhere to see if I can get in contact with these guys because I'm freaking curious about this.
Because if it is a money,
You know, because
money thing,
yeah, exactly. What I'm saying is that because if it's not them, and I think that they would need to know because this is tarnishing their any type of reputation they have. You know what I mean?
yeah, and that person is abusing the rights of YouTube and stuff like that.
Yeah, and Facebook as well. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty damn weird.
But
Anyways, yeah. Well, I'll change the subject now. But yeah, I'm gonna be making a video on that. I'm gonna be doing more research and that type of thing. But anyways, so and I guess in gaming, we'll talk about gaming now. I've actually been I just moved my also. Can you hear me by the way? I just routinely moved, and so like
yeah, I can hear you.
yeah, I moved my my headset as well. I moved my desk pretty much into the other room. I've got a new desk and it's pretty awesome. I've got all my games around me, like Xbox, PS2. I was actually categorizing them in a Word doc right now.
Heck yeah.
It's pretty awesome. So right now I've got all my Xbox games categorized and my PS2 games as so far.
All right. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
still
that's-
working on my studio, sanding and inhaling the sand and it sucks.
So I think Star Wars Episode 25 will be out when you're done.
Possibly. But no, we're close. I mean, we're just going around and then it'll be the ceiling, sanding, and then after that we need to clean up my Winter Wonderland cocaine land inside. And, I mean, it's seriously, dude, you walk in and there's it looks like winter or somebody just ripped open a bag of coke in my studio. I mean, so we need to clean that up and then it'll be painting and getting electricity up and stuff like that, moving in. So, I mean, I'm that close. So I cannot wait.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know if you've been listening to the podcast,
I listened to it a bit, yeah.
but the room is occupied where I'm at now. So I have my laptop and I'm in my car in the garage.
Oh, really? You're in the garage?
Yeah, because the garage is connected to the basement. So...
That's interesting. I would have never thought that. I would have always think that you were in a room or something like that. But you're in a garage right now, in a car.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So, I mean, the room is occupied, and I'm like, crap, I don't know where to go, and I'm like, oh, my car. So now I'm in the passenger seat with the laptop in the car. But back to what I was saying. Pretty much, it's so close to being done. It's just, trying to figure out what color I'm trying to do. It sucks. And then after that, I should be all good to go. I've got my desktop that I bought, and I'll have to be setting it up and everything else.
That's awesome, man. But yeah, I just moved. Pretty much, I've got my studio set up here, and yeah, man, it's pretty awesome. I've got all my games around me. I've also got my systems here. I got the Xbox, the PS2, PS3. It's awesome, man.
Oh yeah. There's
Yeah.
some. I forgot what I was gonna do. Oh yeah.
So yeah, let me just say, I've finally seen Deadpool.
Yeah, you said that last time.
Did I?
Oh yeah.
I think I said it on Twitter.
Did you?
Remember that? Yeah. Last time I didn't mention it. Remember, I mentioned that I hadn't seen Deadpool, and you're like, "Oh man, go see it." Then I saw it, and I mentioned it on Twitter.
Oh
I think I tagged you.
yeah, you did. Sorry. Bleh. But
It's all
we're
good.
gonna go to a break, and when we come back, we're gonna be doing this. So it's gonna be a short break because I need to stop and re-record because I am a cheap ass. So
Indeed.
we'll be right back, you guys.
All right. See you guys in a few.
Going live, and welcome back, every guys.
Every guys, welcome
Every
back,
guys.
every guys.
Oh, I just fucked up.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Reaper podcast. I'm the Reaper of the Grave, and here with me is Wacko Zacko.
Yes, I know my lines. I just suck.
No.
at it.
You're Wacko Zacko. I'm the Reaper, guys. I'm the Reaper. This is the Reaper podcast.
I'm Wacko Zacko.
Woo!
Wacky!
you gotta do the bye-bye!
I can't do it that's something I can't do. If I do that, I'll sound weird.
Come on, you're in a car. No one cares.
But people, it's live. Bye-bye! See, I can't do that.
Oh my god, that was amazing. Oh man, but so now let's get on to E3. You're talking about E3 and that kind of thing.
Yeah,
Predictions.
my predictions on E3, what I was talking about was, back to the whole Metal Gear thing. The whole, the Phantom Pain, the Ruse Cruise, the Joaquin Morgan,
Yeah.
the bandage guy or whatever. Well, his Twitter account is still active.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why it's still active, So every once in a while, I'll tweet him and stuff, and he actually does respond to me, which is weird, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that, tweet him and stuff like that, and I don't know if he responds to him, but he responds to me. I go, "Are you going to be at E3?" And he put, "Possibly."
Dun 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 dun.
So I'm like, who in the hell is this guy? Because he never said who he was.
What if he's Hido?
See, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe he's Hido? I don't know.
But if he is, he could be. There's that
Or-
one GIF. There's that
Well,
one
see-
GIF I always send, like, anytime someone mentions Hido. You've seen it before.
Yeah. But, the other thing I was thinking, because he looks, when he did the interview, he's actually Swedish. From the way he sounds and everything.
Right.
And it could
Maybe
be
maybe he's Hido's translator.
I don't know, because Hido Translator is, what the? Oh, Lord. The GIF. But,
Yes.
Hido Translator is a different, he's Asian and stuff like that. A lot of people are guessing it's some actor or somebody, but I really think it's Hido controlling it. Could be. I don't know. It's weird that it's a Ruse Cruise and everything else, but everybody knows. Oh, it's all Ruse Cruise now, but he keeps his Twitter account open for some reason.
Oh yeah.
It's
Probably
just,
people guessing why,
and see, that's why I'm thinking this whole thing is a Ruse Cruise. Everybody is believing, what Hido is saying, which he says a lot of stuff and he lies.
Yeah.
Because, when they were moving, they changed Konami LA to Kojima Productions LA. and
Right.
Konami people and Kojima Productions were in the same area. So they've actually moved those people into Tokyo, and everybody was like, "Oh, Kojima Productions is disbanded," and Konami's like, "No, we're just rebranding. We're not, doing anything." So they're in Tokyo, and then the whole, well, Kojima has left, and then Konami actually said, "No, he didn't leave. He's still an employee. He's on vacation." And somebody has a picture, and they said this is a farewell party. And Konami goes, farewell party? No. We never
That's
been
also
notified.
because they probably don't want to admit that they lost one of their money making, the freaking cash cow. They lost the cash cow because they treated him badly.
See, the thing is, Kojima tweeted a picture or something like that of words, I guess he said, saying that he's no longer employed. I mean, it's supposedly out now he's no longer employed. And I actually tweeted Konami and said, if he's not employed, say something. The only tweet that I've seen is them saying he's still employed, he's on vacation.
Right.
To me, I'm like, if he really is gone, if it's no big deal now, why don't Konami just come out and say it? Because he's still employed.
Right.
And Kojima won't give up his location of the Kojima Production Studio. Don't you think that's weird?
Yeah, that's weird. Pretty weird.
But I think he's going to be... Kojima Productions is not listed at E3. The only people that's listed is, of course, Sony and Konami. So...
Yeah, that's pretty weird. I've always thought it was kind of weird, but I think one of the things that I think we had Blake on the podcast when one of the things he said is you mentioned that it might have been a publicity stunt. And he goes, why would it be a publicity stunt that's losing them potentially thousands of dollars and whatnot?
Well, the thing is, it's not. If you actually look at the stock, because I've looked into their stocks and stuff like that, people are buying more of Konami stuff. Even Metal Gear stuff, because it's
because they're trying to get it before Hido's gone, and then but when Hido's gone though, or when they think Hido's gone, then that's when they're just gonna drop Konami, and they're just be like, whatever.
No, but the thing is, since everybody's like, oh, he's left, their stocks have went up more. And they keep buying the stuff. And people are going, #fuck you Konami, but they're just still buying stuff. They're still buying DLCs. They're still buying the games from Konami.
I think I did one of those #fuck you Konamis.
I did too, but then when I started realizing, I'm like, wait a minute. There's something more to this. This is weird. But yeah, and my prediction, this E3 is going to be so badass because Final Fantasy 15 is going to be out this year.
Yep, and there's also 7. There's also the 7 remake. I think they're gonna. I hope that they're gonna show some more gameplay footage for 7.
I really hope so too. I think they are. But from what I've read, the last time I read about it, they're trying to get it to where it's releasing soon.
You know what I'm waiting for, and I'm still damn pissed. I'm still salty from the it was actually one of the one of the composers who announced this, and everyone was depressed when he said that it wasn't actually going to happen. One of the composers was doing a concert for Final Fantasy music, and then stood up afterwards and said, they're working on a Final Fantasy 12 HD release, and everyone lost their shit. They were just like, oh yeah, Final Fantasy 12, and then they're just like, oh yeah, by the way, that's not true. And we're just like, it was depressing. I've got one of my favorite Final Fantasies is right here. It's Final Fantasy 12. I've got it in my hands right now, and the problem that I have with it is that it barely works on the PS2. because of how intense the graphics are. If you have a slim PS2, you're fucked. You can't play Final Fantasy 12 whatsoever. You'll get about halfway through it and then just die. It'll just stop working.
Well,
I think you probably need like a fat machine or whatever, or fat PS2 to play it. Because I remember my sister played it back in the day, and that's back when we still had the fat. But now we have the slim, and it barely even works on there.
Yeah, because they cut out so much stuff.
Yeah, no, not because they cut out so much stuff, but because that. But like, it's because like the graphics and the intensity of that,
Oh yeah, and 12 was okay for me. It was pretty cool, but I still like the old
the ambiance is really good. I could give a fuck about the story because seriously, it was one of the worst stories that Final Fantasy probably ever had. Because it's just like the main character Vaughn. I think his name's Vaughn, but anyways, like what is his goal? Everyone in the story has like a motive or a goal or whatever. He's just there because he's there. Like they have to have some kind of main character, and he's just there because I don't know, because you have to have player one, and he has absolutely no like reason to be there whatsoever. I remember that's everyone's like complaint about the game, is that the main character is just a bland character, and I do agree with that.
I agree with that. He was too bland for the story. I mean, I don't know. Just the way 12 was story-wise, it didn't really hook me that much because I didn't really finish it. Because I'm like, I could care less. Now,
I love the gameplay. That's really what got me into it.
Oh yeah, and honestly, if it wasn't for 12, we wouldn't have the gameplay of Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah, see, the thing, yeah, exactly. But let me say something, and I'll rage about this. I'll rant about this for fucking hours. But Final Fantasy 13 is one of the worst Final Fantasies we've had.
Wait a minute, which ones? There's Final Fantasy.
I've heard that the sequels for Final Fantasy 13 are better gameplay wise, and I'll kind of agree with that. But because I played Final Fantasy 13 too, like a demo, and it was actually pretty good. Like the gameplay wise, like compared to the original unpolished piece of shit that was Final Fantasy 13, it was amazing. So pretty much Final Fantasy 13 is just like this: point A, point B, cutscene. Point A, fight some bad guys. Point B, cutscene. I mean, the fighting mechanics is so unpolished and unfinished that it is just so like it's garbage. I mean, absolutely garbage. I think it's really saying something when a game on the previous generation of console, you can switch between different characters. So for example, say that Vaughn dies in combat. You can switch over to another character, like Fran or one of the other main characters of the Final Fantasy 12 story. One of the other people in your party, and then continue playing on as them, and you resurrect them or whatever. In Final Fantasy 13, a game that's on the PS3, you'd expect them to have a better. You'd expect them to better their gameplay mechanics, but no, they don't. What happens is if you have one character, and if you die as them, that's it. You're over. Even though you have like 4 other players in your goddamn party. I mean, it hurts my head like how absolutely like broken 13 was. And then the story is just it's okay. It was harmless, okay? I mean, it was interesting. It was okay, whatever. But the gameplay is really what ruined it for me.
You're forgetting one important fact.
What?
That the original Final Fantasy 13 game actually crashed and destroyed PS3s.
Oh, Jesus Christ, did it?
Yeah, and it destroyed mine.
Wow.
Because, like, when I played it, it fucking totaled mine, crashed. To where I had the original Fat Boy. And I had to send it in.
That makes sense. Wait, so what would happen when it would crash?
Like, it would just, like, crash. Like, it
like
would
the
get...
entire PS3 would be done? Like, you'd lose all your like, gameplay and all that?
Yeah, I mean, like, I would get the orange light of death.
Oh, jeez.
You know, so
Yeah,
I'd have to send it
I
in.
think we had that as well because, like, sometime I remember just recently we had to reformat the hard drive of the PS3 because it had crashed. Like there was something wrong with it.
You know, and my cousin still has the original Fat Boy, and she said it still works. You know, she still plays games on it and stuff like that. I had to get the Slim because I think I've sent mine to Sony like 4 times.
Also, I know that with the Fat Boy, if you flip that switch in the back too many times, then it'll fuck up the like the the memory or whatever.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we did that once. We used to have a Fat Boy, and if you switch the back of the thing, it'll fuck up the hard drive.
I still have the Fat Boy, and I'm going to be like putting it in my studio as like, you know, a display piece.
Oh yeah,
Because it is beautifully looked. I mean, it's shiny.
I've got the Slim.
I've got the Slim, not the Ultra Slim one, but I got the Slim. The Ultra Slim one looks like crap. It looks like a plastic piece of shit. I don't know if you've seen them.
Yeah.
Where, you know, it's like, oh, we just took away everything that was cool about the PS3 and made it look like, you know, you just slide open the cover, put in the disc, slide it back.
Well, I've seen that one. Yeah, it's just like a box, and it just looks terrible.
Yeah. And I'm like, guys, come on, stick with the Slim. What is the matter with you? You know, I don't know. Sony has been, you know, ever since what's his name left, honestly, the president, the whole fucking, the god of PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
I think when he left, that's when PlayStation went downhill.
Yeah, but see the thing. Yeah, I mean, I do agree with that. But let me just say, if I had to compare previous generation, like Xbox versus PS2, I go with Xbox hands down because both of them. I'm sorry, but I hate the hardware for the PS2. I fucking hate it. It is like it's broken as all hell. I mean, I think that the hardware for the Xbox is way better. I think like with the Slim and with the Fat. With the Fat, I mean, you have it for a good couple years, it'll be good, but then after that, you're fucked. And then with the Slim, you bump it the wrong way and you're fucked. But with the Xbox, you've got one of them, and it's really sturdy, really nice, really almost HD graphics, and solid gameplay. Yeah, I think that the Xbox is a more solid machine than the PS2 because, it's almost like they flip-flopped after that. After when the next generation came up with the PS3 and Xbox 360, it's almost like they flip-flopped. Like the Xbox 360 was the one that was the shit, and then this absolute garbage. And then PS3 was the one that everyone was going with because it was like HD and it was all nice, it was sturdy and that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what are your thoughts on this?
I don't know. I mean, I'm a Sony person. You know, I've really been I played Xbox and Xbox 360 and stuff like that. But I've been more of Sony, you know, because of, I don't know. There's just things I like about Sony, but Xbox, I could care less. The original Xbox was pretty badass looking. The Xbox 360.
Oh yeah, I've got that. I've actually got that one right above my my monitor here. Like I said, I just moved my PC and I just got a new desk, and I've got the Xbox right above the monitor here, and it's pretty awesome.
But like I've explained it when before you came on, was that, you know, the Xbox people, Microsoft, is actually copying off of Sony if you look at it. Mm-hmm. You know, they designed the Xbox, the original, was so cool, was great and everything, but then they're like, well, we need to, I guess, follow Sony. And the Xbox 360 looks exactly like a PS2. And the same goes for the Xbox One. It's reminiscent of the PS4, and I mean they're copying, especially now with Sony doing the PlayStation VR, now all of a sudden Xbox is going to come out with VR. You know, they're copying too much off each other. That's what made it, you know, the PS2 and the Xbox, the original, that's what made them clash, because they were so fucking different. You know, you had arguments. You had, you know, Xbox is better, fuck you, and Sony's better.
I remember I got into an argument with. I once was like, oh, then I was bored. I actually started a troll. I started trolling one of the because apparently there's actually a Twitter for Xbox. What is it? Xbox customer service.
Oh yeah.
And so a friend of mine I was talking with on Twitter who was raging because she had to like read, you know, she got fucked over by Microsoft, and she pretty much just wasted all of her money on like Xbox One. And so pretty much she was raging about that, and apparently she tagged Xbox, and so we were talking about this. We were just raging, and then out of nowhere Xbox support comes on. It's like, do you guys need any help? And I'm just like, I need some help. Why does Xbox suck?
Oh my god.
And then I thought he replied with, I think he replied with, if you need any actual help, make sure to hit me up, or, you know, make sure to contact me. And then I did ask just for another troll. It was also kind of a genuine question because I was kind of curious to see this, but I was like, are there any still like official original Xbox servers going on right now? And then he just replied with like a really face, and he said, sigh, yeah, no sir, there's not there, you know, we have stopped doing original Xbox. And I was just like, oh oh man,
but
that was
like,
hilarious.
But like what I was saying is because, you know, it was that, you know, that difference between those two, and now there is none. I mean, I've got on the internet and I've never seen PS4 is better than Xbox 360 or Xbox One. I've never seen any of that. Have you?
No, I haven't.
I mean, that's
because they're practically the same. Like seriously.
Yeah.
I was talking with someone. I was like, "What's the difference between them?" And he goes, "The download speeds." And I said, "Besides that," and he goes, "You still have to be online for both of them constantly." And I was like, "So pretty much what you're saying is that with PS4 I get better download speeds than maybe Uncharted 4." I said, "But with Xbox One, I get a tiny bit, and I get longer download speeds. But besides it, it's the exact same thing." And he's like, well, yeah." Like, then why? You know, then what the hell?
To me, I think it's going to be coming closer to one console thing. You know,
right.
I mean, I don't know if you've heard the talk, you know, where it's like, there's going to be no consoles and it's just going to be one fucking console. I mean, look at Sega. You know, they phased out.
Oh, yeah.
And they're just now, are they even a video game company now, or?
Yeah, they are. They still do games. Like, they're doing Dawn of War 3, which I'm fucking excited for.
Yeah, because they phased out and they just went to making video games now, so. Sony, they do make their own games. So, and Xbox, does Microsoft make their own games?
Yeah, I think. Well, I don't know. They used to, like with Halo, the original Halo. They made like that was official. That was Microsoft. I know the Crimson Skies. That was Microsoft. That's original Xbox though. I don't know if they still do that or not.
Yeah, because I mean that's my opinion. Is it's going to eventually come down to, you know, everybody's going to bow out to the console race, and then it's going to be all one console. Everybody makes a game for that console, which is gonna suck, but yeah, I don't want to end this podcast,
but you have to head off. But just do a part 2.
We're gonna do another one, a short little break, and come back because I do want to talk about anime for a little bit.
Oh yes,
because I know. I saw it on the bar, and the React channel, they had one where it was the kids knows 90s anime. And of course, me being a 90s...
I haven't seen that one yet, but I heard of it. Like, I saw it suggested. Now what I do, I have like a guilty pleasure with the Fine Bros. I just throw on like ad block and then watch them.
Yeah, and because like I watched it, and it was so ridiculous. Because I'm like, I know every single one of the shows because I've watched them. Because I'm a '90s person, and you're the new generation.
Yeah, well, so, I mean, but I did used to watch like some of the '90s shows, like freaking. I'm gonna get, you're gonna roll your eyes at this, but like Pokemon, like I saw that as a kid, and that was like, that was '90s, right?
Yeah, that was '90s. It's still going on, which is amazing.
Yeah, I know, but it's kind of shit now. Like back, even back in the day, it was kind of shit, but it was like good shit, you know.
That's why they brought in the Ash Ketchum back. That sucked. So, but like the '90s cartoon versus the new anime, I want to talk about that a little bit because it's totally different and stuff like that. So we're gonna go on a quick break, and then when we come back, we'll be talking a little bit about anime. So stay tuned. Cool. All right, we are back, and we are gonna talk anime.
Yeah, so, we're talking anime here.
As I was saying, was Nico represents the new generation of anime.
Yep.
I'm the '90s. I grew up watching the '90s anime.
Well, I did used to watch Pokemon. Like I had a whole bunch of like Pokemon VHSs as a kid, and I watched all of them multiple times.
And as I was saying, was I watched that React. Okay, all the animes, only 2 of them that everybody heard and seen.
It was Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z, right?
Exactly. They had Sailor Moon. Nobody knew. Oh, God. Nobody hardly knew what that was.
Nobody knew what that was.
Trigon.
No one knew what that was.
Well, only like 2 people knew what that was. And,
that's good.
Only 2 people knew what Gundam was.
Oh.
Now, you're gonna be mad as shit when you hear the response.
What was the response?
When they saw the Gundam, it was either Voltron or Power Rangers.
Facepalm. You fucking idiots.
They're like, Power Rangers?
I've always felt like the Fine Bros actually paid the people to say the stupidest things because like maybe that's just me going, nah, that can't be true. Like, nah, no one can be that stupid.
Well, no, there is other people that's, like a group of people. I'll be like, do you even know what anime is? And they're like, what's anime?
Like, oh my fucking God.
I go, it's Japanese cartoons. They go, oh, so it's little kids' cartoons? I'm like, no. I was like, do little kids' cartoons say shit? Or damn? No. Well, no. But, I mean, there's a lot of people that don't even know what anime is. Yeah, even young people don't even know. They're like, what's anime? I hate that response.
That is ridiculous.
What? There was another Evangelia. Only one fucking person knew what Evangelia was.
Oh my God! Just stop! This is hurting me.
One person actually said, "I think that's Gundam."
Oh no!
And
at least you got something right. You got it. You just so effed up. Like you're so bad that like.
That same person that said, I think that's Gundam, when he saw Gundam, he thought it was like Voltron.
Oh my God! How many things? How are we going? Like we're going full circle now.
Apparently, because I mean it's so bad. You have to watch it because you will rage.
Oh God! Oh God! I mean, like. I mean, I don't even know, man. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
when Pokemon came on, everybody knew what Pokemon was, or Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, yeah, because that's obvious. Like everyone grew up with Dragon Ball Z or Pokemon.
Well,
To be
Dragon Ball Z.
honest, like I haven't seen that much of Dragon Ball Z because I mean, like I read a bit of the manga, and I felt
I'm
that it was better as a manga than it was an anime because it
I'm
was
waiting
more.
for the new ones to be dubbed.
Oh yeah.
Because everybody's like, "Oh, you gotta watch it," and I'm like, "No," because the dubbed is better than because I grew up watching the full thing in English.
Yeah, like, yeah, I know that feeling. I grew up. I used to watch Pokemon as a kid. Like I said, I had
I did
I had a
too.
bunch of, I had a whole stack of VHS tapes I got from someone as a kid, and like, frick, I used to watch those like all the time.
Dude, I used to have all the Pokemon cards. I used to have all the Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Oh, dude,
And
that's some.
dude, I had all the rare ones. I mean, I had this binder packed full where the zipper was bursting.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. Like, I wasn't into the cards. I was mostly just into the anime because it's something that was there to watch. You know, like we had it, and it was something that we could throw on. And like, yeah, like I mean, even like, I mean, like my sister who hates like Pokemon now, I'll even go over to her and I'll say something, and then she'll be like, like that, like like in Pokemon, and then we're like, oh god, like we still remember a lot of the stuff that happened in Pokemon to this day, like the
Dude,
characters and the Pokemon types and all that. Like I never played any of the games, which I'm actually
no.
going back through and playing the games, but like. But we knew the anime though, like we've seen the anime and we like watched it as a kid and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean,
Like there's a whole Ghostbusters episode where there's that guy who was trying to find the Pokemon, and oh shit, there was that guy who's trying to find the Pokemon, and pretty much he had like that Ghostbusters, freaking what was it like the. He's walking around town like, "Where's the Pokemon? You're the Pokemon." She's up bashing him in the head. Later on, what's her name? Misty.
Misty. A
Yeah,
lot
that
of fan
was
fiction on that.
instant orgasm. Oh, Misty.
But yeah, I mean, Pokemon was so. I mean, really, when you look at it as an aspect, it's kind of cruel because it's teaching everybody to capture animals and make them fight.
Oh yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of shit that's fucked up in cartoons and anime and that kind of thing.
But honestly, I would choose because like if you watch Cartoon Network now, like some of the stuff, like
I know
Uncle,
they still play like Black and White on there, which is the most recent one, and I saw a bit of it and I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, I can't get it. I don't understand it.
but like Uncle Grandpa.
Well, I think like Uncle Grandpa or whatever. Like I've seen enough of that show. It's a very different show. Like they have their own. I think with Cartoon Network, because I'm into Cartoon Network shows and I'm into that type of thing. Is that they'll throw something at the wall to see what sticks. That's one of the things I really love about Cartoon Network and Adult Swim is that they'll make the fucking weirdest things, and to see to see what people will like or whatever, and like. Apparently, like season 2 or the more recent seasons of Uncle Grandpa are better of a show than like the first season or whatever.
Yeah, because like my son watched Uncle Grandpa. I think he still does, but it's just it's like what. I mean, it's not like
I think that's the point of it, though. Like, I think a good portion of the shows on like Cartoon Network are just like, what the fuck? Like, 'cause they do it on purpose, like just to be like, like seriously, I think they should just like transition Adult Swim into Cartoon Network, just merge them because I mean, like, you'll see shows like Regular Show, and like seriously, why is that not on Adult Swim? There are so many jokes in it and so many references that kids won't get, like the Power Glove. Like there's one episode of a regular show where they're trying to get the Power Glove from a gaming tournament, and like freaking hell, there are tons of references and 80s music, and there's it's a giant 80s like there was like an episode where they made a This Is Spinal Tap reference, like they showed a clip from This Is Spinal Tap, like they parodied it, and like seriously, man, like seriously, I don't understand why this show isn't on Adult Swim. It's on Cartoon Network instead.
Or Adventure Time.
Oh yeah, that too, because I think with Adventure Time though, kids can watch it and laugh at it, but also adults can watch it and laugh at it. But like, one of my favorite things about Adventure Time was Derp Derp was what's her name, Rebecca Sugar's Steaks, because Steaks actually made a cohesive story, about like Marceline the Vampire Queen and all that, but when the rest of it's just a hodgepodge of garbage.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, dude, I used to, because we didn't have Cartoon Network when I grew up. What would happen is we had like cable,
Yeah.
and my grandma and them would have satellite. So I'd be like, "Can I go stay out at my grandma's?" They're like, "Sure, whatever." And they would go to bed, and dude, I would stay up late at night watching anime on Cartoon Network because it was so badass.
Toonami, man.
Oh yeah, Toonami and Adult Swim, which Toonami and Adult Swim merged now.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome. It's Saturday nights on Adult Swim, Toonami.
Which I don't get the pleasure of watching Toonami because
I still do. I still occasionally do, just because it's awesome. Like anime on TV, which is just awesome.
which is
I think they take some anime and they'll actually dub it. Like, I mean, not dub it, but they'll sub it so that like people, they'll have the feel of like watching anime on TV.
Ron just tweeted something.
Ron's always tweeting something. I mean, seriously, my entire thing is just, retweet of Ron. There's a lot of retweets of Ron.
Was weird to hear you actually talking.
Oh man, I love Ron. He's a cool dude.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know though, but anyways, like anime, like.
But yeah, I mean,
man.
like, I never had.
Like what I was saying though was
Sorry, I had a tweet. I'm not doing this. Your tweet has been sent. Crap. Oh, come on, weirdos. But anyway, the whole. What was that? Nico. What in the world? Well, Nico just went offline. Wow. Okay, that was kind of weird. We're going to try to get Nico back, because my call was dropped.
Yo, okay, sorry about that. My internet just disconnected for some reason. God damn it.
I was like, what? I was like, Nico? Because I kept hearing my Skype call you back, and it was going toot, 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 and I'm like, Nico?
Yeah, it's fine. Like, I don't know what the hell is wrong. Like, it just disconnected. Like, I thought it was, there was no internet connection or whatever, but my computer literally disconnected from the internet.
Holy shit.
What the fuck, man? Like, seriously. I'm getting kind of pissed off about this. Like, seriously, I've got a little goddamn antenna over here that's doing the internet. That's it.
I love how Skype sends me a thing. We'd like to give you unlimited calling for a month. Dude, it is unlimited calling. What the fuck?
No, it's like calling phones and whatnot.
Oh, fuck that.
That's because calling mobile phones and landlines, that's like you have to pay money for that.
Oh, well, that's gay. But,
yeah, it is. Still live?
Yeah, we're still live.
Okay, good. Oh, man, but I'm back though. Technical difficulties. That pissed me off though. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, guys, what's going on the internet? Everyone's like, nothing wrong with the internet. And I checked it, and literally, my computer had disconnected from the internet. I was like, what the? Oh, god damn it! Thanks,
But,
Ron.
Yeah, Ron distracted us and then disconnected us.
God, Ron, it's your fault, Ron.
Damn it, Ron.
God damn it, Ron. Anyways, so yeah.
But like anime is, to me, growing up with anime actually made me a better person. Because like if you watch all these other cartoons or whatnot, they never really teach you about. I mean, they teach you about friendship, but they never teach you about friendship and fighting your own battles and shit like that.
My Little Pony does, but that's like the new series.
My Little Pony. Oh.
It's more like it's like My Little Pony, My Little Pony, boom, dubstep.
Or it should be My Little Pony, My Little Pony.
Yeah, like rock, like hardcore.
Okay, there's something I gotta bring up.
Have you seen this new series, by the way, at all? I mean, I know you have a kid.
No.
Like the new series, there's a lot of hilarious references in it. Like there's one what is it? There's a Big Lebowski reference. Because it's made by the same creators of the Powerpuff Girls, and they're huge fans of the Big Lebowski. So they threw in there. It shows that like the kids bowling in one episode in My Little Pony, and then in the background you see the Big Lebowski walk, like freaking the dude walk by.
Oh god.
It's hilarious.
But like there's something I gotta ask.
Right.
Teen Titans, the old version or the new one?
Fuck the new one. I mean, that's an instant no. I mean, that should be like a freaking that should be a given.
Because it kind of pissed me off when they canceled the old one. It's like, oh, there's a new one,
and then it's just garbage. It's absolute complete and total shit. I hate it. And one of the best episodes in it is when they actually got rid of the animators who do the animation for it. They actually did some stylized animation. Everyone says that the best episode is the one where they do this like really stylized episode.
Yeah.
Phantom Strider actually talked about that in one of his newer videos. You can go check that out on Phantom Strider's channel.
Did you know they make fun of My Little Pony on there?
I know, yeah. The first episode they did, and it was kind of dumb. It didn't really feel like if they did a genuine parody, it'd be funny, but it was just really awkward. Like, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It was stupid.
I mean, at least they got the voice actors back. That's the only thing I'll give them that. Because, with this new Powerpuff Girls, I mean, they didn't even get the voice actors back. They just did a big fuck you to the original series. Because I love Powerpuff Girls. I grew up with that show. I mean,
I did too.
I go back and I'll still watch that shit. Like, it's awesome.
Screw that. I go with Powerpuff Girls Z.
Oh yeah, that's also awesome.
Dude, that's more anime than Powerpuff Girls. I'm like, yeah, anime it, yeah. Yes.
They're of age, yes.
Oh god, fan fiction.
It's more like Rule 34, but whatever. I don't know, man. That was hilarious, though. But yeah, this new series is just fucking garbage. And then they got rid of the original voice actors, and they got rid of Craig McCracken and Lauren Faust. I mean, it's just sad. It's just absolutely sad.
It is. I just don't understand why it had to be canceled. I mean, was it too serious? I mean, I don't understand.
No, they didn't cancel it. If I'm not mistaken, didn't they end the Teen Titans?
No, they canceled it.
Really? I thought they had an ending.
No, they just canceled it for no
Well,
fucking reason.
I think if you wanted to, you could end if you wanted to. You could end the series with the Raven episode, the one where her dad shows up or whatever. Not the new one, but I'm talking about like the classic one.
Yeah.
With what's his name? And there's a big episode, it's like a 4-part episode, and then it ends, and that would have been a good ending. If they were to cut it there, it would have been a good ending. Have you ever seen that in a show where you think that you see an ending, you see an episode and it ends, and you think that would be a good ending for the series, but they continue it?
Oh yeah, or they
I saw
end it.
one. Oh, you're saying?
Oh, and then an episode where they end it on a stupid note.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I've seen, like example. Oh my God, we've gone full circle. But everyone loves Raymond.
Oh no.
There was like one episode that I saw, and it was the one where they end up going to Italy, and like everyone's happy at the end, and it was actually a funny ending. And I for the love of me, for the life of me, I thought that was the end of the show, and I was like, okay, you know what, that's a good ending. Then ended up seeing it later on where the kid was like almost a teenager, and it was just garbage. Like, and I was like, God, how long did the show go on for?
Yeah. I mean, there's a thing called too much.
Exactly.
Of
Too
a
many
show.
cooks. Too many cooks. Too many cooks.
Well, like,
Have you seen that?
no, I haven't seen that.
You've never seen Adult Swim's Too Many Cooks? It's an 11-minute video on Adult Swim's channel. It's called Too Many Cooks.
No, I haven't seen it.
It's a sitcom. And
Huh.
you've never seen Too Many Cooks.
No.
Oh my God. I know what you need to do now. After this podcast is over, you need to go watch Too Many Cooks. Or record your reaction to it, because it's hilarious. I'm not going to give anything away. Okay,
Oh,
that's
Lord.
all I'm going to say. It's so famous that they actually changed. If you look up Too Many Cooks on YouTube, and when you click on the YouTube like thing, it actually changes the title of it to another font.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the title of it's another it's like a gold font.
Huh. But
Yeah, that's hilarious.
So have you been watching Naruto lately?
Nope, I stopped watching Naruto like about halfway through the like after that arc with like that, you know, what's his name goes full ninja. That's like wave. I think it was like season 1 or season 2. I stopped watching Naruto. It wasn't really my thing, to be honest.
Well, the reason why I bring it up is because, okay, they're going back and forth on the. I think they finally came out of it. I'm pretty sure. Or they finally came out of the whole. Because they did like this dream thing. You know, they finally fighting the main bad guy. And then everybody gets into this like dream state or whatever, except for Naruto and them. And it's like it was it's like a what if episodes. It's like, you know, they
God, I
go
hate
back
that.
all the way to the beginning, and then they retell the whole fucking story, but different. Like, what if Naruto's mom and dad never actually died? And what if, you know, they did it differently and different stuff happened? The whole fucking... I mean,
Wait,
from
the entire all like 10 or 13 seasons?
the
they're
entire
redoing it?
fucking thing. They shortened it, but they went back all the way in the beginning where you see Naruto try to become a ninja. From then on point to almost now, they went back.
Right, that's ridiculous.
It pissed me off because I'm like, I want to know what the fuck happened. You know, come on, you guys. Then they get back into it. And it's like, oh, okay, here we go. So I'm watching. It's like a couple episodes, and then all of a sudden, to go from here, we have to go back and tell you this story.
Fuck.
So they go back, and it's like, oh my god, really?
That's a nope.
You know, so now it's telling the story of these other two characters. You know, it's like, come on. I just want to know what happens. And supposedly after this season, it's going to end. Like, there ain't going to be no more Naruto.
That's probably for the best, because they just keep like just fucking in the story.
And
Just
then
like-
after that, because they released a Japanese movie, the last Naruto movie.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, no. There's two movies. One is where he becomes what you call it, the high person or whatever. Fuck, I can't remember. But
Yeah.
his like he ain't dating nobody. But the big, I'm sorry you guys, but the big titty woman, the woman that loves Naruto,
Oh, yeah.
she gets kidnapped. So he has to go rescue her, and then he finds out that she's important, and then they get married and stuff like that. And then after that is a movie about his kids.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Is Naruto like that still that kid anymore, or is he like how old is he in this? Like I haven't seen that much of Naruto.
the Naruto Shippuden or whatever.
I haven't seen Naruto Shippuden, however that fuck you pronounce that. I only
That's-
saw Naruto season 1 of the original series.
That is pretty much where he's like a teenager, and then in the movies he's an adult.
Dang, I saw one movie where he's still a kid, and it's like the one where there's that movie actress, and then she ends up getting kidnapped, and then he has to go find her, and then it's just such a dumb movie. Like me and my sister were watching it, and we're just like, what the fuck
like-
is this?
Dude, my favorite person in Naruto is Jiraiya.
Right?
Master Jiraiya. Well, I mean, because he is a perv, and and he's Master Jiraiya. He's a badass, but then he gets killed. Oh, spoiler!
I
get-
don't care.
He gets killed.
Right.
You know.
But anyways, let's change over to something that I do know, and that's Bleach.
Yeah,
the
'cause
movies.
we got 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, but
So-
I don't think we can talk about that whole Bleach thing in 5 minutes. But I guess we'll talk about the movies though.
Oh, yeah,
I love
we got 5
we've
minutes.
ta-
We can talk
yeah,
about it.
we've talked about the movies before, but what is your favorite out of all of them?
Like characters or movies?
No, I guess both characters and movies.
Movie is the Hellverse.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's
Because
the
it's
last one's right.
it's so emotional. Because they never exploit. They did a little bit, but they never exploited Ichigo and his sisters. Like if something were to happen to him,
Right.
this movie exploited that, and fucking Ichigo just goes in a rage and becomes his hollow self.
Dude, the first fucking second of the film starts out with Hollow Ichigo, and he's just destroying stuff. It was awesome. Like I remember saw
yeah.
that film, and I was just like, first few seconds I was into it.
And of course, from my tone of voice, my favorite character is Hollow Ichigo. That is
Oh, yeah.
my favorite because he's a ruthless. Like I don't give a damn. Like Ichigo's like timid and he tries to. When it comes down to it, he will be a ruthless asshole. But Hollow Ichigo does it more better. I mean, he's more sarcastic. He's more like, fuck you. Go suck a dick. He's that kind of a person. And that's why I like him, And, favorite female character is Orihime. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that. But I think one of my favorite characters would have to be Ururu, or whatever how you say her name. I don't know.
Yeah,
What's it? Jinta and Uru.
Uru, I think.
Yeah. Anyways, man, I'm gonna have to head off, so we're going to finish this up here.
Alrighty. Yeah, thanks, Nico, for having on the podcast. Guys, every Monday at 3 o'clock, I do this podcast. So if you guys want to come chat, be in the chat box or whatever. Nico is on here, mostly.
And then I guess we got 4 people in here, so, come in, next Monday we're going to be live again. And hopefully we'll have Blake on next time. That'll be pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah, that would be awesome. And this episode will get uploaded to YouTube, so if you guys want to listen or re-listen everything on this podcast, go to my YouTube channel, The Reaper of the Grave.
The Reaper of the Grave, yep.
So, and go to Twitter, go to Nico's Twitter, Wacko Zacko Podcast.
Or is that actually no? It's at Nico Barnacal.
Yeah.
Or at NIKO BARNECALW. So that's my Twitter handle.
And go to his YouTube channel, Wacko Zacko Podcast. Or is it Wacko Zacko Reviews now?
Wacko Zacko Reviews.
Wacko Zacko Reviews.
That's the one that you've been on, though. We do have a podcast called the Wacko Zacko Podcast. Recent episode of it, we had we had Brainstorm Alex and the Chrome Silencer on.
All right. So, guys, come back here every Monday, and please enjoy yourselves on a great Memorial Day.
Yep. Have a good one, everyone.
See ya.
See ya.
Ha 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 ha!